You're listening to Adam Yurchick, recording for TCGplayer.com. Hello, thanks for joining me. This is round one of my Conflux and Shards of Alara Flashback draft, and I won the die roll. Feels like I always win the die roll, and I'm going to keep this hand. I have a Rupture Spire, so that gets me red or black, or even white, so as long as I just draw land at some point, I will be in great shape with this hand. So never cast Rupture Spire on turn 1, or it will die. You just cast it on turn 2. Now my mana is good. And actually now I can cycle the Absorb Beast and find a land and be in good shape. I think a mountain would actually be ideal, because then I can cast into Coddle. But I draw it, and Thrynax is coming down. And I play the Thrynax here just because if he can destroy it, I get creatures and I can keep attacking him. I just want to get the pressure on. That way I can just start casting removal and accomplish something and kill my opponent as soon as possible before he overpowers me. So here the Ember Weaver is going to come down and just keep up the aggression. And having reach should be pretty useful against a blue-black deck, Esper. Plenty of flyers. And actually, I was just thinking about Tower Gargoyle. Combined with one of my pingers, the Weaver can get through the Gargoyle. So yeah, I'm just going to play the Cultist. Could attack and then Branching Bolt. I think that would be silly. I could attack with the 3/3 first strike and then bolt the Gargoyle, but I think I have the Gargoyle enough under control with the Pinger and the Branching Bolt. I'd rather just set up a 2-for-1 with Branching Bolt and then finish it off with a Pinger, something like that. I'd rather just wait a second before I panic. I'd rather go for as much value as I can, because I do have good setup here. So I'm going to cycle the Absorb here. And I could get the Plains. I think that makes the most sense. No, I guess actually a mountain does. That way the Predator Dragon, that's definitely what makes the most sense. So I'll take a mountain. And I could sting his creature, bolt it, get in for 4. That might not be bad. I could also just play Ember Weaver that contains his Gargoyle. And I want to get a 2-for-1 with Branching Bolt if I can. So yeah, I'm just going to cast the Weaver and pass. Again, just wait and see what happens. And develop my board. This is good because now it holds his Gargoyle back. I'm not really giving anything up. Cool. Now I can get more value from Branching Bolt. So he just let that one go. That's just on board. His creature just goes down now. Nothing to see here. So I just get in with the first strikers now. If he puts a block down, I can cultist his creature and then skeletonize it. And I cultist it just to get a counter on it. I have first strike, someone lives, and just a nice 1-for-1. Skeleton Eyes killed the 5 toughness creature, basically. And as long as I don't get swept up, I should be in great shape. Even if he plays a big thing, I can just push through it, push past it, push around it. Though Cumberstone is pretty good against that plan. So I'll just Branching Bolt his creature at this point. Finish it off with Cultist. And I'll lay down the Stinger and get in. And the token can stay back because it has no power. And the Vein Drinker was probably his big finish, so can't imagine him coming back here. Blowing the Tower Gargoyle was pretty nasty. So I probably would have had to Branching Bolt it, and then that Vein Drinker might have just got me. He cast Resounding Scream, so he ate my Goblin fodder, Dragon fodder. And then Frontline Sage, Elluder's not going to get him out. I'll just ping it down and attack. So Hell's Thunder could be good against him. He's like a control deck, but if he does win, it'll probably be with his flyers. And I think I'm better off with just threats. Permanent threats. But it could be a good way to steal a game. I'll just go with this deck, though. I like where I'm at. Until I see otherwise. Lightning should be awesome against him. Alright, keep this. I have my, with Rupture Spire, I have Gem colors. I also have my Naya color to cast my Thoktar, and I drew Outlander, which is actually really nice against his blue deck, and I have the mana to cast it onto. So now I'm just going to curve out Outlander into Weaver, which is just absolutely insane against Esper. I also have the Stinger I could play on 3. If he cast an X1, I would do that, most likely. But I'm happy to just take the most aggressive line here. This card is not his friend. Fake Stitcher, nice. So we're just going to get in. And I could Lightning here. I'd rather just save it till I can snag his last cards. And so I just play the Stinger. It also is better because it gets a source of damage in play. It just pings him turn after turn. And it's going to restrict his options here. Also with my first striking 3/3, it's good. So like Tower Gargoyle can't block. He might use Fake Stitcher on my lands, but he's probably priced in to tapping the Emberweaver this turn. So my turn's probably just the Spire and the Lightning. If I hit an untapped land, then I can fire off Skeleton Eyes. And I do hit it. So we're going to skeletonize this turn. And he lets me send in the Weaver, so it's in. It's possible I should kill the Fate Stitcher. Could untap his mana. And his Cloud Heath Drake isn't really doing anything. It's also possible I should just do nothing and just pass with Skeletonize up. He probably taps my land to end of turn. Yeah, I don't want him to have mana. I'm going to kill the Fate Stitcher. It also is going to contain my dragon. And I don't think his 3/3 is really doing anything against my Pro Blue and my 3/3 first strike. I think this is the play. This is mana denial. And an aggressive line. I don't think Skeletonize is killing something better this turn. 4/4. Actually, I guess Vein Drinker could completely tell me otherwise. But his back's actually against the wall. I don't think he can even. I don't think Vein Drinker would even save him. Discards at random, so he takes the dragon. I guess that's actually the best thing I can hope for there, so that's good. Good thing. Really, I just wanted to keep the Lightning. The Rupture Spire and the dragon are pretty irrelevant at this point. I can wrap it up with what I have right here with the Lightning. Thrynax, excellent. Alright, move in. There could be some argument for sending the token, but I don't. If he, blocked it and then got rid of my 3/3, I do not want to spend mana. He would have just blocked it and I'd spend mana and I wouldn't have gotten anywhere except not be able to cast something. Lightning is going to get fired off here just because he has 2 cards. And then I'll bring him to 1 and then he should be dead. Pretty well dead. Alright, so I won the match. Thank you for watching and please join me for round 2.